Guess who's coming? Guess who's coming? Guess who's coming?
Who is he? In about 4 seconds, the teacher will begin to speak. Hit it!
What can I say about Nick Hosier? Let me tell you.
Nick. Where do I start?
What could I say about Nick?
Alright, so Nick Hosier.
One of the raddest dudes I've met.
Where do you even start with that guy?
Nick Hosier is one of the greatest guys I've ever met.
Nick Hosier is a good friend of mine.
What is there to say about Nick?
Cocky as shit in a good way.
He's a motivator.
What Nick contributes to the session is just like that small nudge to be better for yourself.
He was just hyping me up on my ride, and I was brand new to riding and whatnot.
He just gives you that extra little push to get you to do something.
He's always encouraging people to try something new.
And pushing me to get better and
Giving me tips and always have pushed me to land tricks that I was scared of.
Motivating me to progress my riding.
He knows how to get people to push the boundaries on their comfort level to achieve something that he already knows they're capable of.
And he's got that knack to be able to read your skill level. Just chase the tricks I've been wanting to learn throughout the years.
I mean, watching Nick ride, you know, it's like kept me on my toes and kept it elevated and made it feel fresh again and new and positive again. And just like the old days, you know?
I told you got it.
That extra little push.
Let me tell you, that dude is one of the best guys I know.
So, dude, I didn't know you were so chill.
You know, he's an OG.
Yo, what's up? Nick Hosier here.
Whatever you do it 100%.
Him on a bike, that's a whole different story, right?
He really does throw down, you know?
Right. Very technical rider.
Nick is an incredible rider. He's got a massive bag of tricks.
He has a fat ass pocket of tricks that I want to get down at.
What?
Don't hurt yourself now. All cocky as shit.
That's the problem, you were relaxing, you shouldn't have been.
What we're gonna do right here is go back. Way back into time.
We come from the same era, and we do have similarities in our riding. He just executes it way better than I do.
Yeah, go to sleep. Yeah, everybody's got to fall at least one, buddy. Take that.
A lot of style that I wish I had.
He does these awesome 540 hurricanes on banks and sub ledges, and I think he can do them on quarter pipes too. I'm almost positive he can do them on quarter pipes. If I had to name a trick that Nick does, it's those 540 hurricanes.
He's just an awesome BMX rider.
Every time we're at the park, he always has every trick he can think of dialed in, locked in, and he's always going to be there throwing down old school, new school, and keeping up with all the kids, showing out for the old guys too.
All I can say is one of the raddest dudes I've met.
I just say it was wrong. That's beautiful, Dad.
Dude is a ripper.
The raddest dudes I've met.
That turnout was terrible.
Yeah, he throws down. Nick throws down.
Riding with Nick, when he wants to turn it up, oh, he will turn it up for sure.
Whatever you do it 100%.
Turn it up. For sure.
It's always a good session when Nick's around.
It's always
always a good time when Nick's around.
Always a good sesh.
Wow! What the hell were you doing?
If he's just going to have a good time and hang out, there's things that he does that I do, that he does, and they're relatable. And a lot of it has a story. You know, hey, do you remember 20 plus years ago at Mission Skatepark when we were doing this, hanging out with so-and-so? When it comes to Nick, it's more than just riding. It's like all-encompassing BMX. And that comes with the memories, that comes with what we're doing that day, that comes with friends and people that we know, the scene that we grew up and shared together. It's all like one big thing, but it all just kind of like, it just comes together at the session. And, you know, I just think that Nick is truly a special individual in regards to that and bringing that energy. And I've seen things like the younger generation that's super tech focused, and they see Nick ride, and I've heard them all say like, damn dude, like that dude's nuts. Yeah, man, that's a totally different type of riding that, you know, obviously isn't predominant today. Example, riding a mini ramp, right? You know, mini ramps are a thing of the past. Shout out to Eddie Rios Skatepark here in Deltona, Florida. They have a nice little mini ramp that we get to session. You know, Nick puts down some moves that, you know, some of my younger friends just like, what was that? And it's crazy because to me, they're the moves of the time, right? So, you know, for example, a fufanu. Some kids that I ride with today have never even heard that word. But to see their reaction on something like that, and they're like, what is that? It's, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. I think what I'm saying is that Nick's riding style is refreshing.
Feel fresh again and new and positive again. It's just like the old days, you know?
Definitely could tell that we're all cut from the same thread, you know? Nick's that guy.
And putting all that bicycle silliness to the side, first and foremost, he's dedicated to the family.
You know, Nick's a dad. He gets it.
Big family man.
He's a family man, loves his kids, loves his girl, loves his dogs.
A great father. Great husband.
Back to bikes.
Wait. Nick Hosier. That's my dad. That's my dad. Hell yeah, that's my dad. My dad has been a hell of a role model, and he's always just been such an uplifting, supportive person in my life, always giving me hope for what's ahead, what's to come. I would say BMX is a huge part of his life. He even got me into it. I remember probably when I was about 8, for my birthday, he built me like my dream BMX bike. This thing was like my favorite thing ever. I love that thing, it was sick. I've been lucky enough to not have any bad falls really, but when I do, my dad's always there to pick me back up, give me a hug, and tell me to brush it off. But even my little sister, she's 8 now, she is getting into BMX. Her bike is like her everything. She loves it so much. She loves it. Her everything. Growing up, my dad has introduced me to the BMX community, and the people he surrounds himself with is definitely a huge part of like who he is. Because now all of the guys that he hangs around have become my friends as well, and they've all become like really uplifting, supportive, accepting people towards my life. So it's really sick to see everybody come together as one in a BMX community. I can like definitely say my dad, he loves everybody. Like he loves all the guys. He loves meeting up. He loves going out. And I mean, he's 40 years old now. What an oldie. But he still shreds. He shreds. He does his absolute best he can. And he isn't afraid to get out there.
The thing with Nick too is you gotta love his sense of humor.
Come over to this side of the table.
Remember back in the day, we were at Stone Edge Skatepark in Daytona. We're riding with a mutual friend who didn't know every word in English. And he fell and hurt his side and asked Nick what he hurt. And Nick convinced him it was his donut bone.
Me and him talk so much smack to each other.
Nick is good at talking trash,
but it's all out of love.
Yeah, he's a fucking goofball too. He'll make one eyebrow raise on your face for sure, especially Eddie's face.
Turn your wheelchair around, quick.
Excuse me, I was kind of rude.
Wow. Yeah, his sense of humor is a little bit much sometimes. He's definitely he likes to pick on people, but he means it all out of love. If he doesn't mess around with you and joke around with you and pick on you, he doesn't like you.
Exactly. Hello, sweet cherry. G for Pete.
Always making people laugh, but always motivating people on and off the bike as well.
There's so many more stories about Dad. Let me start with this one.
Man, I remember back then, it was around November time. I wasn't too good at BMXing. I was still practicing a lot. I was still trying to do my own thing and everything. And Nick hit me up saying, yo, pull into the Daytona skate park. We have a bunch of homies here. I like how you ride and everything. You look like you have a bunch of advantage. And he invited me, man. He started talking to me like he's known me for like 20 years.
Always shows love to everybody, even to the young guns. I probably would have quit if Nick like encouraged me when I was a little kid.
I think we're super lucky to have someone like Nick, at least for our scene. I think all the scenes need a Nick in their lives.
He's that guy.
So, yeah, Nick, you're rad, dude. I appreciate what you do. I'm thankful to have you as a friend.
I truly can't thank enough of how cool Nick is and how much I appreciate Nick and everything that he has done for me.
Proud to have him as a friend.
Nick, awesome dude.
You know, just always enjoying life, having fun. Just an all-around great guy.
And, you know, cheers to a couple more years of shredding together, you know.
I couldn't be more grateful to have the dad I do, the most uplifting, loving, kind person ever. So, yeah.
He's that guy.
Yep. Oh my God. I watched that through my phone. What a fucking idiot.
Fucking Nick show every week.
Wow. I just watched that through my phone. Why was I not looking at you?
How do you say your last name? Hosier?
Nick motherfucking Hosier.
Well, this is a story about a man that walks into this big dark room. And this room is full of light. And he feels like he's just in his old house. There was a child when he was like playing on his little bike, feeling safe and forgetting all his troubles. In this room, the only thing that counts is
Hi, bro.
respect. Respect your brother.
A lot of random shit.
Respect your brother.
Is that different than a regular?
This room is a magic room, but it's really not about the room itself. It's about the people in the room. It's about the moments you share, the smiles. It makes you feel like you're one thing. It makes you want to live forever.
All jokes aside, there's no one in the world like Nick, you know?
And you think, well, why can't we always live together like this?
And he's kind as hell. He'll be there for you too.
Nick's one of those guys that anytime you need help, he's there.
Like, I got you.
I want to live forever.
BMXer through and through.
on his little bike.
Yeah, I had all but given up on BMX, and then Nick pulled me back in.
Man, bring yourself over here already. Damn.
And that was over 25 years ago. And we're all still riding. Endless thanks for that.
I thought he just did a flare.
You keep us all rolling.
What we do out here, and it's just like, I mean, we just come to ride our bikes, but there's so much more than that too. It's community, brotherhood. It's awesome. It's great that for somebody to come out and just say, hey, like I got to witness this.
He's that guy.
You better be too. That's the problem. You were relaxing. You shouldn't have been.
Give it all you got.